keep the music playing.
Today's news and weather is brought to you by the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. Check out upcoming shows at backyardwaco.com.
From the Newston Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez. The Texas Education Agency plans to release its long-awaited 2023 school ratings today. It comes amid a legal battle that has stretched 19 months. More than 120 school districts sued to block the release. The districts argue that the agency did not give them enough notice before introducing stricter college readiness standards. However, earlier this month, a state appeals court allowed the agency to release the ratings and said the TEA commissioner did not overstep his authority when changing the standards. Another legal battle over the 2024 school performance ratings continues. And for those who don't know quite where they want to attend college, Temple College is holding its open house today. The event is aimed to be a one-stop shop for future students where they can learn about the 80-plus degree and certification programs. They can meet with faculty, work with advisors, and register for summer and fall classes. Doors open from 5:30 to 7:30 tonight. From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez.
Although there could be a stray strong storm or two mixed in today, most of the rain will fall as rain, with not much in the way of severe weather. Gusty winds and large hail would be the primary severe weather threats if any severe storms did form. We'll likely start off the day mostly dry, few sprinkles in the morning, maybe a stray few showers west of I-35 to kick off the day. We'll see the rain chances increase a little bit as we approach the lunch hour, with much higher rain chances later on this afternoon into the early evening hours. Much like what we saw yesterday, even though the storms didn't really move through in central Texas, those storms will start to dissipate shortly after sunset tonight, with a 40% chance for rain returning tomorrow. Today's rain chances near 70% keeps our highs below 80 degrees. From KWTX, I'm First Alert Meteorologist Sean Bellafury.
Morning. It is Thursday, Throwback Thursday, here at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. Zack Owen Show brought to you by Waco Realtors, the Eastland Group. And my guest this morning is running a little bit late. It's kind of like when you go to see a Dr. Swan or any doctor, they make you sit in the examining room for a while. You know, I think they do that on purpose. Well, I think that's what he's doing to me this morning. But anyway, Dr. Bo Swan's going to be here to talk about your eyes. We got a lot of great music. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about, some throwback video and more. Great music from Calamity Jane's going to be here. But let's kick it off the way we do every Monday through Friday morning. We got to kick it off with our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, which so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we walked was so gallantly streaming.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We are live at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill downtown here in Waco on 8th Street. And this is the home of the Zack Owen Show. We do this Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 o'clock. First hour, we interview someone of interest. And the second hour, we have great music for you. And today is show number 79. This started back in January. But Dr. Bo Swan, Forrest Swan, is supposed to be here this morning. Got a little bit of a tie-up and delay, so we'll get him on as soon as possible. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to play a little music video since it's a music show. Music video right now brought to you by Waco Realtors, the Eastland Group, and our friends over at Be Kind Coffee on Washington Avenue. Stop by for your coffee this morning at Be Kind Coffee. All right, let's do a video. We'll be right back.
Proper one-room country shack. They say my mammy left me same day that she had me. Said she hit the road and never once looked back. And I'm out of some mansion. My grandma's old age pension is the reason why I'm standing here today. I got all my country learning, milking and a churning, picking cotton, raising, hailing, baling hay. I've been to Georgia on a fast train, honey. I wasn't born no yesterday. Got a good Christian raising and 8th grade education. You don't need y'all treating me this way. R.B. Lindsay here. Get it, R.B. Guy. Jason McKenzie. Put together like you are. Well, you're wiggling, you're walking, and your big city talking. Your brand new shiny Plymouth ragtop car. Hey, let's hurry up and wait in this world of give and take. Seem like haste and makes for waste every time. I declare to my soul, when you hear those ages roll, you better know I'm gonna get my share of mine. I've been to Georgia on a fast train. I wasn't born no yesterday. Got a good Christian raising man, 8th grade education. Ain't no need y'all treating me this way. yesterday. Got a good Christian raising and 8th grade education. Ain't no need y'all treating me this way. Ain't no need y'all treating me this way. Thanks.
Joe Shaver, fast train, jumping on, going to Georgia. Hey, I've got Dr. Bo Swan with me right now.
I see.
See, he said it. I see. No, Chris is here for the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. Dr. Swan, this is going to be kind of funny because I'm thinking he couldn't see his way here.
Probably not.
What do you think about that one? That's pretty good. Anyway, Chris is here. First of all, a recap of last weekend. You were telling me, and I found this very interesting, that Ty Myers was really good to work with, but it was his parents, and they were super nice.
Very nice. You can tell why he's on his way because they get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not pretentious or anything, and they plan on coming back, and maybe we can do a touchdown alley or something with him because I don't think he's stopping anytime soon.
No.
But just really respectful, appreciative. You know, you wonder if people appreciate having places to play, and 99% of them are very appreciative.
I don't know how long he's going to be a pure young child, because yesterday I saw a pic either from Facebook or from TikTok of Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey with him. And I thought, boy,
on set with them. You know, maybe he's doing the whole pushing the film industry in Texas like they are. You know, I think Texas will be the next Atlanta or something. Maybe New Mexico when it comes to the film stuff. I hope so, you know.
And let's just touch on that real quick, how that works. Doesn't each state have a film commission and you have to pay or something to?
Well, most of it is if you film here, you get a bunch of tax credits.
Okay.
That's what they're fighting for. And Texas, you know, is one of the richest states out there. And they're just hoping that they really get on board because it puts a lot of people to work. In order to get the tax breaks, you have to use 50% of local talent.
Oh, okay.
Whether that's, you know, trash man or
Right,
whatever, but
right.
50% of the crew has to be Texas talent.
I remember over the years, some of them that jump out TV shows. Walker, Texas Ranger was always the courthouse there in Fort Worth, Tarrant County, and Dallas, the old home there, South Fork.
Yep. You know, Russell was on Walker, Texas Ranger.
Was he really?
A bunch of times. He lied to him and told him he was a stunt man and ended up getting to do some utility stunts.
No,
like get shot and things like that.
Did he always play the bad guy?
Oh, of course. And he's so far from a bad guy, you know. He just looks like one, but he's not one.
That's right. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I love it. I love the old Walker, Texas Ranger. We were laughing the other night. Somebody, I don't remember who it was, some young people, we were hanging out, and they were talking about Hawaii Five-0. And I said, yeah, God, I love watching that with my dad back many years ago. And they go, what? I go, yeah.
Yeah.
I said, you know that guy that plays the police chief guy on Blue Bloods? He used to be that guy. They go, what?
Yep. Magnum P.I.
That was it. Man, I love that one. Magnum
Columbo.
P.I.
All those old shows.
Magnum P.I., Hawaii Five-0, all of them remade nowadays. But anyway, we're talking with Chris. We're kind of like killing time, I guess. What do you think?
I thought that maybe was him. He was looking around.
There goes a guy. He's got his mask on. He's getting ready for the bird flu, I think. Anyway, so we had a great crowd. Last Friday, you had a great crowd with Ty Myers. 3,300 people back there. And then Saturday night, I had a chance to come out here and watch Back in Black, the AC/DC tribute band.
Is that the first time you've seen them?
No, that's my third time.
Yeah.
third time, and I'm not a huge rocker, but God, I like watching those guys.
And he does both guys.
Yes.
There's two lead singers, and he goes back there and changes and comes out and looks like the other guy and sounds like the other guy. Yeah.
You're exactly right. I was watching him. We were sitting up top. I was looking down backstage back there, and he went back there and toweled off. He was sweating because he's a moving around guy.
Yeah,
he toweled off, got a drink of something. I think he puffed a cigarette once or twice, changed clothes, and there he was back out.
They have a documentary about that band, about the cover band.
He mentioned that.
Yeah. From what I understand, it's really, really good.
Okay, I'm going to have to check that out, but they are truly good. I thought the other thing that was great is the two guitarists that really, it's funny, they're back and they're playing, and then they step up and sing one line, and then they go back, and that's their job, back.
Everybody's got to have a job.
That's
right?
exactly right. But, and you know what? Epperson.
They put on a hell of a show,
Holy
too.
cow, they sounded good for three-piece band.
Yeah. And when the whole band's there, it's even better.
Yeah, John, in fact, I hadn't seen him in a long time, and we had a chance to meet up and try to get him to come in and be on the show and sing for us. But anyway, that was great. All right, let's talk about what's coming up this weekend.
Well, tonight it kicks off tonight. We have a group of philanthropists from Baylor that are raising money for the Huntsman Institute, and it's a place that fights cancer. They've raised like $100 million, and it's kind of alternative medicine.
Right.
It's a really cool organization. They're going to have a local Baylor band and then a DJ after that. Really cool thing. But then we have Kobe Cooper with Austin Meade on Friday.
Oh, that'll be great.
And then the local band Touch of Grey. They sing the old stuff. I think they've retired 2 or 3 times, but they're going to retire one more time, I think. But they're really good, Yeah. We try to find holes to throw the local bands in.
Sure.
Got to show some love to those guys. It's not always easy. And then, Stony LaRue, Six Gun Sound, which is a Bad Company tribute next week, a Cinco de Mayo show on Saturday, and then we gear up for South Hall and Hudson Westbrook, which will be another one that's out back. And then
what's the date on that one?
May 16th.
Okay.
And we'll squeeze another local band, Lost Roaches, in before them. But yeah, this is a busy time of year, and
you got to take advantage of it.
Yeah, you have to, because summer gets here fast, and then winter gets here even faster.
Well, you may be getting a phone call or two, because back in January, it was right when I started doing this show, I got a message on Messenger from a guy, and he said, "Hey, I host a podcast out of Dallas, Fort Worth, and want you to be on it and talk about your radio and your new show and whatever." And, well, anyway, that was back in January. Well, last night was my appearance. They were booked up that far in advance. Okay. And I was on there. This is funny. I was on there not realizing a lot about the show. It's called Blow Your Brains Out.
Okay.
And it is heavy metal.
Okay.
And the guests were a band called Anti-Rad, R-A-D, and it was the lead singer, and he was there. And then they had a band called King Ern, not Fern, Ern, from Germany, live from Germany, the lead singer. And it was 4 a.m. in Germany, and the whole morning he's drinking straight from a whiskey bottle.
He probably just never went to sleep.
Maybe so.
But Germans can drink like that.
Whew. Yeah, I talked to about going over to Oktoberfest with that group back in September, and it was a party. But anyway, the point of the story was they had all these heavy metal bands, and they had people commenting during the show, "Hey, how can I get a hold of somebody at the backyard? I want to book into the backyard. Do you think they'll do heavy metal at the back?" I go, "Yes, Chris Cox loves heavy metal."
Oh, yes. I just had my hair long till yesterday when I cut it off. But You know what? One of our sound guys, Parker, is a heavy metal dude.
Really?
And we were talking about doing a multi-band heavy metal night, like during the fair, or maybe during some
Something
other events
completely
that we
different.
don't normally book
Yeah.
against. You
I
know,
think
we
that's great.
do totally opposite from West Fest. We do totally opposite from the fair, to where we're not competing against them.
Right.
They kind of ask us, the fair asked us not to book against them.
Yeah.
You know, then they booked a guest that we had, but that's a whole nother story. But we love the local organizations, and
Okay,
you
so-
can't pass up the fair. They pay good money
Oh yeah.
to play there, so I get it.
All right. So when we get close, you get close to making that decision. I'm your man on this heavy metal
Okay.
now. I'm in.
All right.
In with these guys. Blow your brains out. The podcast, I think we were on. It's on every Wednesday night, 8 to 10 o'clock. And they kick it off kind of like this show. The first hour, they interview people. And then the second hour, it's all local heavy metal band music. They just play nothing but music. And so, anyway, it was a true experience.
They have a pretty good following?
Yeah. And I started the show off because they were all quite a bit younger, not real young. I kind of
Like my
started,
age?
yeah, young like you. And I started it off kind of like what Matt Fothery said to me the other day. I said, okay, I see you needed an older, bald-headed, overweight guy to be on the show. That's what Matt said about being on this show. But, yeah, they were all long hair. And
Oh, you had Matt on the other day?
Yeah.
Man, I hadn't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
You know, since they were next door.
Yeah,
Anyway.
he said to tell you hi. He said, yeah, I grew up. I mean, these guys over here, y'all grew up while he was watching you from the Foundry. And
Yeah.
he said, my favorite thing to eat. I asked him, he said, I ate lunch over there a lot. He said, my favorite thing at the backyard is your fish.
Mine too.
He says, it can't be beat.
Yeah, it was funny. I was looking through the Heart of Texas winners or whatever, and it had the winners of the fish, and I went. And I'll never comment and go, well, you need to try the backyard. I just
Yeah.
I want to, but I just can't. I can't do it.
Yeah.
But if you haven't tried it, it's very simple. A very simple cornmeal batter. You know, just a little seasoning in it, and it's my favorite thing here too as well.
Straight out of the Brazos.
Straight out of the Brazos, the bottom of the Brazos.
I love it.
Gives it its color.
Yeah. Hey, on speaking of that, stick around just a minute. I got a couple more questions to ask you. But right now, we're going to check in, see what's happening in the world of country music. Not heavy metal, but country music. Nashville Cat is coming up right after this.
Today's edition of Nashville Cat on the Zack Owen Show Live is brought to you by Be Kind Coffee. Be Kind Coffee's ultimate goal is to promote kindness. 1534 Washington Avenue. Sit down and stay a while. Be Kind Coffee is open Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. BeKindCoffeeCrew.com.
Daily Mail Australia says Keith Urban's worried and frustrated. His wife Nicole's gone back on her word to keep work commitments light this year. Keith isn't angry, just concerned Nick's pushing herself too hard. The insider also said Nicole's taken on extra acting work, is involved in fashion campaigns, and several charities. Carrie Underwood crocheted a baby blanket last week and yesterday finished a crocheted purse. It's blue with white daisies, and Carrie said, I'm pretty proud. Finally, Carly Pearce turns 35 today. Morgan Wallen, Post Malone, and Zach Bryan are nominated for All Genre Artist of the Year at this year's American Music Awards, May 26th on CBS. I'm Nashville Cat on the Zack Owen Show.
Hey, we're back live at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. Here we are on 8th Street, downtown Waco. There's about an 80% chance of thunderstorms today. But I think it'll end before you have your Baylor group out here tonight.
I think so. Supposed to.
I was going to ask you, we were talking about fish and about your food and so forth. You got some great people back in the kitchen, Diane and just everybody back there. And I've looked at the menu, and you've got some different things on the menu that are not your everyday, ordinary, I'm going to go into a restaurant and find this.
Yeah. You don't think you would see it here.
Right, exactly.
You know, you would see it at at a Bubba's or a George's or whatever, and we just trying to add some lunch menus, and then some fun stuff like the bucket of shrimp. I mean, it's this big with the shrimp are huge, and you would never think to
Wait
get
a minute,
that
he
here.
just went huge. I don't think they're
Huge.
quite.
They're
maybe
this big, huge. But from what we understand, the VA here, they're bringing back 400 people
What?
in May.
Really?
We don't know where they're going to park, but hopefully it's not in our lot and fill it up. Unless they all come over here and eat.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, then it's okay. But you know something people don't realize is you can go online and order your lunch and say, I'm going to be there at 11:45 and we'll have it ready for you at 11:45.
Really?
Yeah, you can set the time that you'll be here.
That's great. That is really good.
If 400 people started doing it, it'd be kind of tough. But for the people across the street and the people downtown that don't have a whole lot of time for lunch, you park in the back lot, come in, your food should be ready or real close to ready.
Go to the website?
Yeah, just go to backyardwaco.com and you can order through there. You
Yeah,
can't
that-
always do it on the weekend because we have to turn it off just
Sure.
because it's so busy, but during the week you can.
That was kind of one of the downfalls when we had the Hog Creek Ice House. It was a little too far out to have a lunch crowd.
Yep.
And our kitchen staff was pretty slow. And so it just, people quit coming. You've got to have a decent lunch.
You have to, and you have to have people within a 2-block radius, I think, to make lunch happen. So, our lunch is rocking when Chip and Joanna are rocking next door.
Sure.
And if they're not rocking, the locals sometimes don't want to fight the crowd that they think's down here.
Right.
So it's a little double-edged sword for us with those guys next door.
Do you have you named any of your food after local people or things? Like, do you have the silo nachos or the
We
whatever?
did have a fun item before Diane came in, and it was a chip and coffee, and it was Chip and JoJo, and it was $199. We didn't sell any for some reason.
No.
But it was just a play on, the things are expensive over there, and but you know what? They've been pretty good neighbors to us. They use our parking lot, we use their parking lot. They were going to try to come to Candlebox one time, and one of the kids had a baseball game or something, and they weren't able to come. So, but they stay in touch. It's not them calling, but somebody in their organization calls or Jerry calls.
It
Jerry
really is
forever.
Chip. He just disguises his voice a little bit. He likes to do that. He's a prankster. You and Russell look a lot like Chip and Joanne. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty.
Hey, one thing that I promise you, and all the times I've never seen this until today, I'm walking back behind us. I don't know if you can. I think it's blocked by the pole. What's the deal with the igloo cooler hanging up in the top?
You can order that.
You can order that with what?
We have 2 or 3 different recipes. One's a vodka-based recipe, one's a rum-based recipe, but you have to have 4 people at your table.
Okay. It's huge. It's a big igloo-style cooler.
It's 2 gallons.
Oh, 2 gallons. Holy cow.
Once you put your ice in it and your mix in it, you don't get 2 gallons, but
right.
4 people can have 3 or 4 drinks out of it. And it kind of caught on with the kids, and
Yeah.
it's kind of a novelty item. Kind of like our mimosa bucket. You can get a dill of champagne and 2 or 3 different juices. I stole that idea. I'm just going to tell you, I stole the igloo idea from a place in San Antonio that I went to one time.
Right.
And there was one on, it seemed like every table.
Yeah.
With 6 or 8 ladies around it.
Everything gets stolen. Remember the yards? Everybody had a yard. Then everybody started doing the beer thing. They bring to the table and do the beer. What I saw, the first time I ever went to Memphis to the Dueling Piano Bar. They sold paint buckets, regular paint buckets with drinks and multiple straws in the paint bucket. It was really cool.
Like it have a kind of a weird aluminum tin taste.
It was aluminum. I don't think they'd used it on paint.
But we are talking Memphis.
That is true. Yeah. Yeah, I thought I saw Elvis 3 times that night.
After a couple of those paint bucket drinks, I bet you did.
Oh, yeah. All right, so we talk about the food. What time is the food? 11?
11. Till about 9. You know, if it's a little slow, we may shut a little early. If it's rocking and rolling, we'll stay open a little later. Like on the weekend, it's usually 10. But
you're talking about the tourists that come in to go over to the silos and come visit downtown Waco. What would you say is the number one menu item that they want to try, but for being first timers in Texas or whatever?
They search out the barbecue. We had barbecue for a long time, and then barbecue's hard.
Sure it is.
And if people aren't coming from barbecue, you can have a lot of waste. So it was just something that wasn't efficient for us. We brought in somebody else to do barbecue, and he's now moved on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
But I think barbecue's one. And then everybody's just looking for a good burger.
Yeah.
You got to have a good burger.
Nachos.
We have one that, but I think it's barbecue in Texas. I think that's why Terry Black's does so well. They're close to the silos, and they're a world-renowned barbecue place.
Oh yeah,
So $45 a pound, you can get you some barbecue.
The first time we went there were I think 4 of us went there, and it was right when they opened. And how you go up there and you go, man, I want a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. And your tray is full, then everybody else's tray, and you get up there to pay. That'll be $162.
Yes, per person.
Yeah, per person. So I've learned when I go, I just want this and this side small.
I really enjoy their sides.
Oh, I do too.
Barbecue, there's good barbecue and bad barbecue, but you take those guys, you take Hellberg, you take Broken G. I mean, they can all make a good brisket, but if you can add some good sides with it.
I totally agree. Sides make the difference.
Yeah.
And I think it was, golly, I can't remember who it was. It might have been from Hellberg's that threw out the Texas, what do you call it, the Texas trio or standard, whatever, but when it comes to sides, beans, potato salad, coleslaw.
Yeah.
But the funny thing, Chris, when I ask every one of those guys, I think 4 out of 5, when I said, what's the number one selling side, 4 out of 5 said mac and cheese. And I don't ever get mac and cheese with my barbecue.
We service a lot of the factories around here. We probably do 1,000 meals a week that go out to 2 or 3 of the factories. And a cousin of mine went, man, I opened up one of your deal and had some mac and cheese that y'all had, and holy moly. And, there was a mac and cheese competition here last year, and it won.
Yeah?
Dan's recipe won. And so if you hadn't had the mac and cheese,
there you go.
Try the mac and cheese as well.
And that's what we haven't touched on that in the couple of times I've interviewed you is catering. You guys do a lot of that.
We do a lot more than anybody
thinks you do.
Ever would think we do.
And is it under the name Backyard that you cater, or do you have a separate name? Or
Hometown at the Backyard. It's kind of a combination of us and Diane. I mean, we have one place, Zach, that we cater for 1,200 people at lunch.
Wow.
In 30 minutes.
Wow.
4 times a year. And you talk about stressful and profitable.
You're exactly right.
One outweighs the other.
Yes.
But it's something. It's almost like a challenge almost. And one time it was a a pasta and hoagies, and I mean it's just not hot dogs.
Right.
So it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Who's the musical guest today? I see him
Today is
walking around out.
Calamity Janes.
Okay, I know. Yeah, okay.
Calamity Janes, and the young lady that I've been talking to, it says that she is a student at TCU, and I don't know a lot about them. The young lady that we had yesterday on the show, Lily Milford, she knew about Calamity Janes. She said you'll love them, so I'm excited to get them on at 9:00.
Well, I hope we can start getting some of them on. You know, Waco needs some young talent. It'd kind of, you know, your Sloppy Joes and Guilty Pleasures and Lost Roaches and all those guys, but there was really no new stuff. But you know, you got Chris Kalunga.
Oh yeah,
Booger Boyd.
Yep. We
Boyles,
asked him.
Sorry, Booger Boyles.
Boyles. In fact, I asked him. I said, "Why do they call you Booger?" And then I found out. He showed me. But anyway, that's a whole different story. But yeah, there's a lot of young talented. I always like to talk. You know, today is show number. What's today? Show number what? 79. Show number 79, and I think we've repeated musicians 3 times. That's a lot of talent.
Yeah.
You know, in a short period of time.
But, you know, with your tenure in radio and now bringing it over to the internet, people come from miles to be on it, and that's pretty impressive.
I love it. All right, Chris Cox, the guest. You know, we normally would have Dr. Bo Swan here. We talked about it and scheduled it, and I'm sure I'm going to give him an earful or an eyeful. I don't know which one it is. About not being here. He has some excuse. I know. Emergency eye surgery, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, hopefully Bo shows up. If not, we'll keep talking to Chris Cox. We got music coming up. We're going to play a music video. In fact, I tell you what we're going to do right now. Let's go ahead and do the throwback. Today is Throwback Thursday.
Okay.
And we always throw back to 1993 when Jim and I had our TV show, 25 Hot Country Cafe. So here we go. Throwback.
I need to go to the bathroom now.
Catch all your favorite country videos Sunday night at 10:30.
Hi, this is Zack and Jim of the Waco 100 Morning Show. It's 25 Hot Country Cafe.
Hi, we're Zack and Jim. Here's what's coming up this week on 25 Hot Country Cafe.
But if that's what it takes to be free, I don't mind. Still moving to me. Oh, jumping child, where do you really live? Feels guilty to me. I don't have to beg, steal, or borrow.
Country videos and country news. Sunday night after Eyewitness News on 25 Hot Country Cafe.
Welcome to 25 Hot Country Cafe. I'm Jim Cody.
And I'm Beth Andrews.
Beth Andrews?
Yeah?
My goodness, how are you? How'd you get over here so quick?
Well, it's amazing.
Where's your scarf? Where is Zack?
Zack had a little accident.
Hey, hold on, wait. Hold on just a second. Let's get down to business. Here is the latest video from Clay Walker, Live Until I Die. Get out of here. Go. Get out of here.
No!
Hi, folks. We're Brother Phelps.
Hi, I'm Tim McGraw.
Hi, I'm Tracy Bird.
Hi, I'm Leroy Parnell.
Hi, we're Shenandoah. You're watching 25 Hot Country Cafe. Eat them fajitas there. They're good for you.
Welcome back to 25 Hot Country Cafe. I'm Jim Cody, and you're back.
I'm back.
What happened to Beth?
She had to make her paper route, so she had to leave.
Well, glad to have you back.
Yeah, time for a double shot of brand new videos, kicking it off with Brother Phelps.
That's the latest from newcomer Bobby Griner. He feels guilty. You feel guilty about kicking Beth out of that seat.
I do. I feel so bad.
I bet we got enough 25 people on this.
We sure do.
Program.
We sure do. Plus, it's in Christine's contract. No other females on the show, so we do that. Then we can get rid of Christine and keep Beth.
Well, maybe we can
we could.
That's a good idea.
Stay tuned. The Sax Man, his review of the latest Brother Phelps CD coming up next.
That's the latest from Little Texas, and God bless Texas. We've got more great videos on the way. Christine Kahanick has country music news and concert information coming up.
Plus, Christine will do the country music news and commentary with a bikini on today.
That's right. Watch.
Yeah, stay with us.
And now, the news hostess with the mostest, Christine Kahanick.
Hello, everybody. I'm Christine Kahanick, and here's who's making news this week in country music. Thank you, Zach and Jim. Vince Gill. Vince says he loves golf more than people realize, but he says don't worry about him throwing in the old music towel for a 5-iron. Vince says he doesn't look at his career as a means to retire. He says he loves the work, and he also loves his 24-man crew. And Billy Ray Cyrus has just picked up an honor for his work with seriously ill children. The Make-A-Wish Foundation just recently gave him their highest honor. Cyrus has met with 12 wish children during the past year and plans to meet with more next month. And Garth Brooks is also doing his part to make the wishes come true for youngsters who are seriously ill, like Dustin Johnson of North Dakota. Brooks provided Dustin with an armload of souvenirs and took him backstage just before his sold-out concert in Fargo last month. And what happens when a record producer marries country music with rhythm and blues? Well, the word is fans can expect some strange and wonderful pairings, like Vince Gill with Gladys Knight, Aaron Neville with Trisha Yearwood, Al Green and Lyle Lovett, and also Patti LaBelle and Travis Tritt. The MCA record project is due out early next year. And in concert news, there's word that Clint Black and Winona will be finishing out the final leg of their Black and White tour in Dallas and then in Houston. I'll have the details for you next week. And in less than 2 weeks, don't forget, that's Friday, November 19th, Brooks and Dunn with special guest Pam Tillis and Leroy Parnell will be in Waco. For ticket information, call the Farrell Center. And Tanya Tucker rocked the house at Billy Bob's last Friday night. Now, just in case you missed the fun, later this month, coming to the world's largest honky-tonk, we're looking for Steve Wariner, Hal Ketchum, George Jones, and also Doug Stone. And coming to Cody's December 3rd, Clay Walker, a show you won't want to miss. And there's also a rumor that Lori Morgan may be coming to Waco. Be sure you catch the cafe in the coming weeks to find out when and where. But you can stick a fork in me because I'm done, at least for this week, but I'll have more country music news and concert information for you again next week.
Latest video from Willie Nelson called Still It's Still Moving, a tribute to the Blue Angels.
You know, it seems like we just get started. We got to wrap up another show.
Yeah, we had special guests come by today. And by the way, listen tomorrow morning on the Zach and Jim Show shortly after 7 o'clock. Your chance to win Brooks and Dunn concert tickets.
And we really want to thank Christine for not wearing her bikini today.
Yeah, we're so glad about that.
If I knew it was going to be a beach party, I would have probably.
Okay, well, maybe next week. All right.
Hey, we'll see you next Sunday night on 25 Hot Country Cafe.
Bye now.
We had a lot of people work on that show. It's a good, well-produced show. Had our own theme song and everything. And 1993, golly, back there, Channel 25. Some good old times. Some good guys, Tony and Paul and Ron Bungie and all them. We had some Mark Puckett back then. Had a great time over there doing those shows from Out and About. While we were playing that, my girlfriend and wife, Andrea, sends a note saying that the backyard has great pies. So what's the story on the pie?
You know, Diane's been here going on 2 years, and she had a bakery, hometown bakery, and it just kind of flourished. And like I said, we do hundreds of pies for different businesses that give them out to their employees, and it's just grown and grown and grown. It doesn't mean you got to wait for the holidays to get one either.
Right.
You can get one for any time. But, you know, did you know that if you would have put a cowboy hat on, y'all could have easily been Brooks and Dunn?
You know,
y'all look a whole lot like Brooks and Dunn.
That is so funny because we've had that so many times. People said that over the years. And the other thing is, I'm going to tell you something funny. Remember Jason Aldean came out with a song, and inside he was talking about, he says it really fast, and he says Jack and Jim, talking about Jack Daniels and Jim Beam. People would come up to me and go, how'd you get him to say Zack and Jim in that song?
You went, I don't know.
Hey,
Just
when
start following.
you got it, kind of like, oh God, what was the other one? There was another song that said something like that. But anyway, back to the pies. What's your favorite? Are you a pie eater?
Not really, but you can't go wrong with a good old pecan pie. She has a really good buttermilk pie. They're all good. I've tried a bite of all of them before they went out, though.
Sure.
Just take a little bite.
Sure.
They won't even know
Never.
it's
You
missing.
kind of put the crust back, and I love pie. I love cake pie. I guess that's why I'm a diabetic. But anyway. I take my metformin so I can eat pie, but I love a good apple pie, cherry pie.
Yeah, with a little scoop of ice cream on top.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I'm more of a a la mode kind of pie guy.
Yeah. What's the restaurant used to been around a lot? Maybe it was Fridays or one of them, and you would order the skillet, and it would come out with the apple pie with the cinnamon vanilla ice cream. Oh my gosh!
I think that was.
Was that Fridays or is
that was Fridays? They have the Pizookie at BJ's.
BJ's, yeah.
That'll instantly make you need to take shots,
man,
and medication.
Man, what other desserts do you have besides pie?
We have a empanada with a dipping sauce. That's kind of the quick one that we offer all the time.
Sure.
But everything else is kind of to order.
So today, Chris, is Thursday, Throwback Thursday. By the way, you saw the video from 1993. Today is April 24th. There's about an 80% chance of thunderstorms today. We do need the rain. We just don't need severe weather. Today is Fashion Revolution Day. And I notice Chris is sporting his beautiful backyard outfit. There you go. Also, Love Your Thigh Day.
I love when mine don't rub together.
Maybe this means...
It's almost rub together thigh weather.
Maybe this is like fried chicken. I don't know. Love Your Thigh Day. National Pigs in a Blanket Day.
Okay.
I like pigs in a blanket. That's good.
We call them kolaches, don't we?
Yeah, that's what exactly. New Kids on the Block Day. Now, why do they have their own day?
I don't know, but I bought their album at Sound Warehouse on Valley Mills way, way back.
Wow. And today is Scream Day. While meditation is a go-to way to relax, many psychologists are convinced that there's nothing like a good old scream. Just let it out. Releasing built-up frustration through screaming is surprisingly calming for your brain.
See, I knew my wife wasn't mad at me. She was just trying to calm down.
That's what it was. First thing in the morning. Oh, my gosh. So anyway, enjoy your day today on a Thursday. Come out tonight. What time does everything kick off?
About 8:30.
Raising money for a good cause.
Yeah. And, some of the, there's probably 4, 5, 6 bands over at Baylor that you never even hear about until they do something like this. One of them called West Texas Wind is doing a bunch of festivals now.
Really?
Yeah. They're the little letters. You know how it starts with the big letters?
Yeah, yeah.
And then it gets smaller. They're still down here, but they're really good.
Yeah. Big letters,
Graham
small letters.
St. Clair, I think, is the lead singer of that.
Yeah? I remember living in Abilene. I had some West Texas wind, too. Woo.
Every day. Well, we've had West Texas wind this year.
Oh, my gosh.
Not even funny.
Crazy. Just like clockwork, it's our friends across the street with the leaf blowers.
Yeah. Our leaf blower on Fridays really doesn't like y'all very much.
Because we make him wait.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny. We laugh because we see these guys blow the moss and leaves over to this side, and then your guy on Friday blows them back over.
Yep. Well trained.
So like,
can you actually hear it in the headphones, though?
I don't think so.
These are short throw mics. I bet you really can't hear it.
Yeah. I think the only time we heard it was when he was up blowing the leaves underneath right there and the girl was singing. I think that's the only time we've heard it. We just made a big deal out of it back there. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, we're talking with Chris Cox. Dr. Bo Swan actually did text me. What did he call it?
A post-op
emergency
problem, something.
And that's his story.
He's sticking to it.
There you go. So Dr. Bo Swan, we'll try to reschedule him. So anyway, we're going to take a short break. We'll come back. We got Calamity. Is it Jane or Janes? S. Janes. And we're going to find out all about these two young ladies from Waxahachie. As when I was growing up in Fort Worth, we called it Waxer Snatcher. Are we allowed to say that? Okay, anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, we'll talk with them. We'll get some great music. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Streamline event and appointment booking with Amelia's sleek, modern, and fully customizable booking forms. Tailor the colors, fonts, and design to match your brand and seamlessly integrate with your WordPress website. Whether it's for events or appointments, Amelia makes booking simple, stylish, and perfectly aligned with your business. Enhance your booking experience today at WPAmelia.com. That's WPAMELIA.com. Amelia. Welcome to Kit Bag, the ultimate destination for football fans. Whether you're cheering for Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, or any other top club, we've got your team's colors running through our veins. From official replica kits to custom player prints of your favorite stars like Ronaldo, Messi, and Kane, Kit Bag is your one-stop shop for all things football. Powered by Fanatics, we deliver to over 180 countries, ensuring you get the gear you need fast. For true football passion, think Kit Bag. Visit kitbag.com today. That's KITBAG.com. Kit Bag. For 75 years, Nalgene Outdoor has been your trusted companion, fueling adventures and helping protect the planet. We're committed to reducing waste, improving access to clean water, and providing simple, safe, and sustainable products for you and your family. No gimmicks, just durable, well-designed bottles built to last. Join us on our mission to amplify life, not complicate it. Because at Nalgene, what goes into our bottles matters as much as the adventures they fuel. Explore more at nalgene.com. That's NALGENE.com. Looking for tickets to the hottest shows, games, and events? Ticket Liquidator is your one-stop shop for great prices, no hassles, and guaranteed tickets. Since 2003, we've been connecting buyers and sellers, providing access to sold-out events at prices lower than most secondary market options. Whether it's sports, theater, or concerts, our massive nationwide network ensures you get the tickets you want, guaranteed. For the best seats at the biggest events, start with Ticket Liquidator today at ticketliquidator.com. That's TICKETLIQUIDATOR.com. Ticket Liquidator.
I'm Hunter, the founder of Hello Cake, and today we're digging into ED meds. The number one thing we hear is that guys are sick of waiting for ED meds to kick in. Traditional ED meds take about an hour to kick in as they have to go through your digestive system, where Hello Cake's ED medication dissolves under your tongue and works in about 15 minutes. That's about 3 times faster than traditional ED medication. Curious about ED meds? Go to hellocake.com.
Tervis is all about staying hydrated with style and durability. You can trust Tervis tumblers to keep your drinks the perfect temperature, hot or cold, for hours. From the classic insulated tumblers to sleek stainless steel water bottles, each product is built to last and comes in endless designs to match your personality. Stay refreshed and express yourself with Tervis. Visit tervis.com today and find your perfect tumbler.
Since our founding, we've been revolutionizing hair removal with cutting-edge technology and a commitment to empowerment. The U-Like Air 3, launched in 2023, ushers in a new era of sapphire ice cooling technology, offering nearly painless hair reduction in just 3 weeks. Experience the future of hair removal today at ulike.com, because at U-Like, beauty is about looking and feeling good. That's ulike.com. U-Like. With Ease US, make studio-quality voiceovers for your videos online in over 149 languages and dialects, featuring 468 natural AI voices. Customize the volume, mood, and pauses to perfectly match your content. Plus, capture high-quality videos with no watermark. Record your screen, webcam, and voice, and save them instantly to your computer. Never been easier to create professional-grade videos and voiceovers. Try it today at easeus.com. That's EASEUS.com. Ease US.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Back live at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. Chris Cox, one of the owners here. And I would have to say that Chris is a heck of a golfer, too. We played golf the other day, and unfortunately, we paired up, and Chris was not on my team. And y'all beat the snot out of us. The snot out of us.
I've been playing a while.
You've been playing a whole lot.
You know,
I was very impressed with your game.
They say the best way to be good at golf is to go back to 5 years old and start over. I didn't start quite that early, but my dad was a really good golfer.
Really?
Yeah. He was a really good gambling golfer.
Yeah?
Yeah. He could win just enough to make you think you had a chance tomorrow, and you don't.
I was about probably 34 when I took up the game. So I didn't pick it up till later. And it's funny because I've been through different people give me some lessons, and you watch videos now and you go pray, and I just suck, but I love it. I love the game.
It's a game you have to spend some time on if you want to be any good.
Yep.
I mean, it's one game you have to practice for sure.
Very rare do you find somebody that's just a natural at the game, any sport, I guess.
Yeah,
you would say. All right, Chris, thank you so much for jumping in this morning and filling the spot of Dr. Bo Swan. We'll try to reschedule Bo a little bit later on. Calamity Janes are going to be here on the Backyard Indoor Stage. Speaking of the backyard, you're making some changes. Got a new bar outside coming in the near future?
One of our outside bars is right behind the sound booth, and it just gets so congested right there. So we built a new cooler and got rid of the old cooler that we've had since day one, and we're going to turn that into a bar in the very near future.
That's great.
So
I like that. It'll kind of open up that walkway a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe put some
it's
more
something
high
we can
tops or
shut down.
something, or?
Like we'll have garage doors where we can shut it and leave it, and it's easier to open.
Right.
Outside bars, when you got to bring everything in every time, is just it's a nightmare for the staff.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen,
the
code.
Wife calling to yell at me.
She is. Well, it's
Calm
screen
down.
day.
Yeah, screen. That's what I said.
All right, before Chris leaves out of here and we turn our attention over to the stage, we've got our bad joke of the day. And ladies, you have to laugh whether it's good or bad. All right, here we go. Bad joke of the day, Chris Cox.
What do you call a fat psychic?
What do you call a fat psychic?
A fortune teller. I can't say it like Jim. His delivery was one of a kind, but that's the best I got.
By the way, Chris is going to be coming to a theater near you, a Laugh Comedy Club.
Yep.
Out on Trill, man. All right, Chris, thanks, buddy.
Hey,
and
thanks
going to have a
me.
great weekend this weekend out here at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. Come by, have lunch. Starts up at 11 o'clock. And as I said earlier, our friend Matt Fothery says, try the fish. Best fish in town.
Agree.
There you go.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
Chris.
me.
Thank you, buddy. Tell the rest of the boys, are they out of jail yet?
No, I'm headed there now.
To get them out? Okay,
yeah, I had to
good
get
deal.
some money together.
I love it. You got to watch that Chris Brazil.
You do.
All right, let's turn our attention over to the stage and Calamity Janes.
Hello. Hey, y'all. We're so
Hi,
glad to be
ladies.
here.
How are you?
Hey, we're wonderful. Thank you so much for having us this morning.
Oh, man. Now, before we get started, which one of the two is the handful?
Usually it's me.
But some days it's me. It just depends.
It kind of depends on the day and the weather. And
we make the joke that some days I'm the Calamity and she's the Jane, and some days she's the Calamity and I'm the Jane. It just depends.
But
all right. So give us your names, because I know they're not Jane.
No. My name's Arwen.
I'm Alyssa.
And
Now, I've got to ask this question because I saw it on, I think, Facebook or something. Arlen, how did you get the name? There's got to be a story behind Arlen.
Oh, so actually, it's from Lord of the Rings. So Arwen is the character, like in the movies, it's Liv Tyler. And, first of all, coolest chick in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Nobody has the the guts to turn around and to say to wraiths if you want to come and take him, and then like pour water all over them. So she's the coolest chick, hands down.
Our mom and dad were kind of super hippies.
Nerds.
In that.
Hippie nerds?
Yeah.
Was that a thing?
Mm-hmm. It was a thing, hippie nerds.
I love
I was
it.
almost Aowen, but my mom, or I think Dad wanted to name me Aowen, and Mom was like, too much.
Nope, flip it. Dad wanted Alyssa, Mom wanted Aowen.
Okay. Well, one of them was like, too much.
Yeah.
We were getting Lord of the Rings names no matter what.
Yeah. Somebody was.
Somebody. So luckily though, she didn't go full Lord of the Rings. She gave me a middle name of Elizabeth instead of Evenstar, because she was going to give me Evenstar, and I was like, thanks, Mom.
Yeah. It would have been cooler though.
It would have been cooler now, but growing up, people would have made fun of me. I would have gotten beaten up.
How long have y'all been together singing?
Our whole lives. We're sisters, so we grew up in church singing together, and we actually have other family members that sing with us in church when we were kids, and we learned the sign language for songs and did it in front of the church.
Language. Oh yeah, we had matching jumpsuits homemade with McCall's patterns. It was a whole.
We were a whole
thing.
Southern Baptist
Situation
delight is what we were.
Nice.
But
and
professionally, we've been doing it about 12 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're from Waxahachie. What's their is it kangaroos or
Indians?
Indians.
Yep, we're the
Waxahachie
Waxahachie
Indians. Yeah. Same as I think Alvarado. Who's the kangaroos? Is it Mineral Wells or
Weatherford? Maybe
I don't remember over that way.
I think it was Weatherford. I think Weatherford is the kangaroos.
Weatherford, I think, is the kangaroos. Yeah.
I didn't know anybody had a kangaroo as their mascot.
Yeah.
Waxahachie.
Listen, kangaroos will.
I got a good
up.
good buddy of mine that lives in Waxahachie named Christopher Batts, and he loves up in Waxahachie area. And y'all born and raised there?
Absolutely, we're fifth generation.
Fifth. I thought
Fifth.
third.
No, fifth.
We've been there a long time. I know that.
Well, you're only 18 years old, so
I mean, of course,
Exactly, I'm new
naturally.
here.
it hadn't been that long. All right, let's quit messing around here. We've decided we need some music. Get this thing going this morning. Calamity Janes, take it away, girls.
We're gonna do a song called "Gone to Texas." It's our love song to Texas, but it's based on that Davy Crockett quote everybody knows and loves.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I've been up north to those city lights. Life ain't the same north of the Red River line. You may not understand my way of thinking or my way of life. Well, the Lone Star State is where I love, and Lord, that fits me just fine.
You may all go to hell, and I'll go to Texas. You may all go to hell, and I'll go home. You may all go to hell, and I'll take Texas every time. You all go to hell, and I'll go to Texas. Yeah, I love that big old starry sky and those wide open spaces. The red dirt cowboys, pickup trucks, and wild country nights. A million mapped off one horse towns from the desert to East Texas pines. Lone Star beer and Bob Wills music, that's the Texas way of life. You may all go to hell, and I'll go to Texas. You may all go to hell, and I'll go home. You may all go to hell, and I'll take Texas every time. You may all go to hell, and I'll go to Texas. Walk it on, girl. Watch the sunset low and the stars come out of my little fishing hole. Traveling around this whole wide world, there ain't nothing like coming home.
And I'm gonna Texas.
God bless Texas.
Woo! Wasn't it the great, was it Davy Crockett that said that?
Yep, it sure was. It's the best merch idea I've ever had. I don't ever have to make merch because he's done it for me.
Yeah.
Everybody else puts out, you may all go to hell merch, and I'm like, yeah, that's right.
We just
Okay, in I know this. You love music and love singing. Well, what do you do other than sing? What's your life?
I do hair and raise babies.
Nice.
I don't do either of those things. No, I'm actually a emergency room nurse, and I am a hospice nurse, and I'm going back right now to get my doctorate of nursing.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
And did you say you attend TCU?
TCU. Yep. Go Frogs.
Horned Frog.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised they let you into Waco because there's that big rivalry between Baylor and TCU, you know?
I've got my little TCU thing on the back of my car, and I watch it when I'm in Waco because I had somebody that tried to take it off of my car once, and I was like, oh,
really?
no.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was
Wow.
like, friends, that's rude, first of all. Don't vandalize.
I didn't even know she was going to TCU till like 2 weeks ago, and I was like,
yeah.
Is that why that's on your car? And she was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, oh.
That's funny.
Sorry.
She was very confused.
Yes. All right, Calamity Janes are here. When y'all were sitting around, what other names? When you said, okay, what are we going to call ourselves?
Oh,
what else
gosh.
popped up?
The daughters popped up.
My mom wanted something to do with our
Childs.
Our maiden name is Childs, and she was like, "Y'all could do Child's Play," and I'm like, "That sounds kind of like Chucky."
That sounds very murdery,
like,
Mom. No.
Maybe if we do a death metal like thing on the side
project.
Yeah, maybe. But
those I can't. It's been so long ago. I can't really remember. Calamity Janes just kind of came organically. We wanted somebody, something that would personify who we are as people. And Calamity Jane didn't care too much about what people thought about her, and that's very much our same vein. Alyssa cares a little bit more than I do, but I care a lot less. And we just wanted somebody that, she made her own rules, she did her own thing, she made her own way in the world, and that's kind of how we've been very much most of our careers, just doing what we can do, banging it out on the road, traveling all over the U.S. We book our own tours, we do our own thing, and it's like, all right, she just fit.
In my 47 years of doing country radio, one of the names of a female group that has stuck with me, and I thought was a great name, were the Sweethearts of the Rodeo.
Oh, I like that.
I just loved them.
Mm-hmm.
They had some great music back then. All right, Calamity Jane's guest today from Waxahachie, man. The Indians.
yeah, go Indians.
There you go.
I have one in high school right now, and one that just graduated high school, and so I was a band mom all last year for the marching band, so I was really into it for a while. Like, I kind of miss it this year. That little one, he's in choir, and they don't have as good as a booster program yet, but I'm working on it.
So do you have a classic country person, artist that you like, that maybe he's not even alive today,
Patsy
that
Cline.
you kind of look up to or like to listen to?
Patsy Cline.
I was going to say, there's a whole lot of them that we love classic country. Our papa growing up, we grew up on Hank Williams, and
probably out of all the musical guests, the number one that kind of jumps out ahead of everybody is Merle Haggard.
Oh, yeah.
Being a great songwriter, entertainer, funny guy, story guy. But anyway, I thought I would share with you some things that happened, if I can find it here. Happened today in country music history.
Oh, yes.
Dun, 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 dun. Let's go back to 1976. Emmylou Harris scores her first number one hit with the cover of old Buck Owens' song, Together Again.
Nice. Love that.
I think y'all would do a good job doing that song.
I love Buck Owens so much.
Put that on the playlist for the next
1991, Garth Brooks wins his 6th award at the 26 ACM Awards, including Entertainer of the Year, Album of the Year, which was No Fences back then.
I remember that one. I jammed that so much.
1993, Sammy Kershaw. Y'all remember Sammy Kershaw? First number one hit, She Don't Know She's Beautiful.
She don't know she's
Beautiful, baby. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the jam.
1996 31st ACM Awards held in L.A. Brooks and Dunn and Shania Twain are among the night's top winners that year.
As they should have been.
96.
As they should have been.
That was like the heyday. Like I loved like those that era of country
Yeah.
music. It was
90s
good.
country, the jam.
Oh, yeah.
So much jam.
2001, Tim McGraw releases Set This Circus Down. I guess that was the name of the album. I don't remember that one. Set This Circus Down. It featured Grown Men Don't Cry and Angry All the Time, which were two big hits.
Yeah.
Two big hits there. 2012, Kip Moore releases Up All Night, his debut album. And 2024, Miranda Lambert signs a new record deal, joint agreement with Republic Records and Big Loud Records. I miss Miranda music a lot on the radio.
We listened to her pretty much the entire way down here this morning, and I was like,
I have a playlist.
She has a playlist, and it's a lot of like Pistol Annie's, Miranda Lambert, and there's some songs I'm like, I just can't quite get behind, but then there's a lot of other songs I'm like, man, that's a good song. Like,
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
talking about
like
we were talking about having the creativity that she does to write and who she writes with and that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
and just that's always goals as a writer. You know, when you're writing your own music, it's you always want to write with some of the better writers in the world, and luckily we know a lot of really great writers, and we get to write with people. And actually, our first EP that was all of our own music, we used half of Miranda's band.
Yeah, Aiden Bubeck, Boo Massey.
Boo Massey. Josh didn't play with her, but we there was one other Milo Deering.
There you go.
Was the other one. So, we used a lot of her people that she used and recorded with, and
I feel like her and us would get along really well because
we
like
would drink a lot of whiskey together. It'd
we
be
would,
so much fun.
But like a lot of our things parallel. Like
Yeah.
when we did a photo shoot where we were all in white and like did this whole like dreamy thing
Out in
like
the woods.
2 weeks later, she
Pistol
released
Annies
it. They did it.
Did
Yeah.
something very
And
similar, and
then-
I was like, "That's awesome!" First of all,
But there was like several instances there for a while where like
we were
we would do
running
something
parallel.
and like 2 weeks later we'd see that she had done something so similar and I'm like,
we're
"She
on the same
following us?" Or
wavelength.
like, are we soul sisters? What's happening? Can we meet up? Can we be besties?
Yeah.
Can we please just drink tequila together?
Oh no.
Nope, not tequila.
No.
All right. Girls from Waxahachie, Calamity James. We'll get more music, talk more with them. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Just use Ant Pace.
Pace.
In Motion is more than just a name. It's a legacy of innovation. From supplying electric vehicle parts like motors and inverters since the 1960s to creating cutting-edge electric scooters, hoverboards, and unicycles. In Motion is shaping the future of mobility. Whether you're looking for industrial power solutions or accessible personal transport, In Motion has you covered. Explore our products and experience the future of movement. Visit store.inmotionworld.com today.
Is your Mac running slow? Mac Booster 8 is your all-in-one solution to clean up 20 types of junk files, remove malware and viruses, and protect your device. It also optimizes your Mac's hard disk, fixes disk permission issues, and cleans memory, all to boost your Mac's performance to the max. Get your Mac running like new again with Mac Booster 8. Visit macboost.net today.
Finding a sleep sack that my baby likes has been a struggle.
The sleep sack from Joy is a major upgrade. This all-natural eucalyptus, which is breathable and hypoallergenic, which is really great for your baby's sensitive skin.
And it's made with Climatech, which regulates your baby's temperature.
You can also get Joy's crib sheets, which are made of the same super soft material.
Joy gave my baby comfort
and gave me peace of mind.
At Mapifel, we believe in celebrating your journey, past, present, and future. Our unique personalized products are designed to boost your confidence, elevate creativity, and honor what matters most. From custom home decor to meaningful gifts, we help you cherish the memories that make you who you are. Visit mapifel.com and start celebrating your story today.
Maud Lily is your go-to for stylish and affordable fashion that fits your life. Whether you're looking for the perfect swimsuit for a beach day, a chic dress for a night out, or cozy tops for everyday wear, Maud Lily has it all. Their extensive collection of swimwear, including bikinis, tankinis, and one-pieces, always keeps you on trend, while their dresses and tops come in flattering styles for every occasion. Visit maudlily.com today.
Natural Cycles identifies your fertile window by analyzing changes in your temperature. It's the first FDA-cleared birth control app.
No, it doesn't look as homelessy as I think it does.
No.
Okay. What were our other choices? Pulling Weeds, Be My Baby, Tangled Hearts.
Yeah.
Let's do Pulling Weeds next. You want to do Pulling Weeds next?
Absolutely. What's a good number?
817. 308 6131. Thank you.
Back live at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill, downtown Waco, 8th Street. It's the Zack Owen Show, brought to you by Waco Realtors, the Eastland Group. You want to buy or sell, now's the time to do it. Give us a call. Put our over 40 agents to work helping you find that perfect home or sell your home or both. Reach out today. Also, Be Kind Coffee. You're looking for that coffee fix this morning, or maybe homemade pastries, bagels. They've got them at Be Kind Coffee on Washington Avenue. My friends at Jack of All Trades Employment Services. We always say if you need a JOB, call JOAT and talk to the fine group. They're going to put you to work over there, full-time, part-time, temporary. And Mike's Car Care on Sanger Avenue. Reach out to Mike and the crew. They'll treat you right. Do the job honest at the great price and do it right the first time at Mike's Car Care here in Waco on Sanger. Girls, I'm going to read, I don't know if y'all heard this earlier, what today is. You know, there's always stupid things on a day, like it's National Hot Dog Day or whatever.
I'm always looking for reasons to celebrate, so let's do this.
So I want you to pick which one of these fits you the best.
Okay.
Today, Thursday, April 24th, Fashion Revolution Day. Now, don't pick until you hear them all.
Oh, I was like, can I put more than one?
Fashion Revolution Day, Love Your Thigh Day.
Like thighs? Okay.
Thighs.
Thighs, baby.
Skies out, thighs out? Okay.
National Pigs in a Blanket Day.
Check.
New Kids on the Block Day.
Check.
And Scream Day.
Check.
Which one fits you the best?
Okay. This is very difficult.
Yeah.
Because I
All
actually
of
want to
them.
celebrate all of those.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say for myself, National Thigh Day.
Okay.
Thick thighs save lives.
I was like, I'm going to pick New Kids on the Block and Pigs in a Blanket while we scream, because I already have a plan that we're going to listen to New Kids on the Block as we drive to West to get kolaches / Pigs in a Blanket, and then we're going to scream about it. I mean,
Out of joy.
Because I like that. I like all of that. That's a good day, Tater.
I believe you said you're going through a divorce, so I would guess that Scream Day would be a big one.
You know, though, this is a happy divorce. I am happy to be divorcing, so there's not a lot to scream about. There will be once my divorce is done, though, but it'll be screams of joy.
Woohoo! Hey, I've been through 5 of them, so I can scream really big, man.
Listen, this is
I'll
number
scream
2.
for both of us.
This is number 2 for me. So.
I've done 2 also, so I'm like, we're good. We're equal now. No one else get married.
Nope. We're
all right. We got
tied.
Calamity Jane's here from Waxahachie, home of the Indians, and they're going to sing another song for us, girl. What do you picked out this time?
We're going to do probably one song of the year in 2018. It's called Pullin' Weeds.
It's about gardening people out of your life.
Appropriately. Damn this world of judgment, stay out of my way. Dragging along this shovel and I ain't having no bad days. I'm tired of seeing weeds choke the life right out of me. When today is over, see the ocean through the trees. My garden's looking overgrown, my garden's looking crowded. Doing all this work alone, vision's getting clouded. I'm taking out the trash, keeping just what I need. Ooh, I'm pulling weeds. Ooh, I'm pulling weeds. Worn gloves and an old straw hat, dandelions can stay. No broken nails or sunburns stopping me today. I'm tired of seeing weeds choke the life right out of me. When today is over, see the ocean through the trees. My garden's looking overgrown, my garden's looking crowded. Pull down all these weeds alone, raked it and I plowed it. I'm taking out the trash, keeping just what I need. Ooh, I'm pulling weeds. Ooh, I'm pulling weeds. Ooh, I'm pulling weeds. Ooh, I'm pulling weeds. Damn this world of judgment, pulling weeds. Stay out of my way. Been dragging along this shovel, and I ain't having no bad days. Ooh, I'm pulling weeds. Ooh, I'm pulling weeds. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Very nice. Okay, I've asked this mostly of our female entertainers. Do you name your guitar?
Yes. Alyssa names everything. Cars, guitars, everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I have not yet named
What do you call it?
This one, her name is Lover. Hello, Lover.
the Welshly Arms.
The Welshly. It's actually off the Saturday Night Live skit with Will Ferrell and what's her face and the Welshly Arms. Like they're in the hot tub. Like
Right.
I got this when I was really into that. So I was like, oh, hello, lover. So, lover. But I have Mary Poppins, I have Butters, I have all kinds of named guitars.
Yes, and I have not named nary a single guitar of mine. I don't know. And this one, I've almost worn a Willie hole in it, so I'm thinking about calling it Willie because my Willie hole is very close to happening here. So he's a he. Has seen a lot of miles.
Yeah.
Also, so maybe that's his name. This is Willie.
Yeah, good job.
That's Willie. I just named my guitar.
Good job, sister.
One of the craziest things talking about guitars is first time I ever met Brad Paisley was up in Nashville at Opryland, and they had rented a room so the radio guys could go up and just hang and meet him. He was brand new and great guitar player. But he sat down, and the record guy said, hey, play that whatever for them. Okay. He had a 12-string guitar, and he played, I believe, Dixie and the Battle Hymn of the Republic at the same time. The top strings, the Dixie bottom string, same time, both songs.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
That's talent. That's very talented.
I think Brad Paisley doesn't get enough credit for what an incredible guitar player he is.
Yep.
We had a lead player one time, Casey, who played with us, who, first of all, he looked like Eric Church, but he played guitar, and Brad Paisley was like his person that he would emulate his style after.
Right.
And I mean, I had never listened to him other than what was on the radio until Casey, and then Casey was like, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
He's incredible. And people just don't know that he's that incredible.
I'll have to look into that. I didn't know that.
When is your birthdays?
I'm July 6th.
3/11.
There you go. All right. Well, this is the time of the morning that I like to do some birthdays, throw out some birthdays. And while I'm getting my birthdays together, I also like to ask, is there one gift that you can remember, whether it's current, old, whatever, that you got on your birthday that you'll always remember? A lot of people, a lot of musicians say a guitar.
That was my go-to, my favorite guitar, my favorite one that.
Which one was it?
Mary Poppins, the one I got on my 40th. The one I play all the time.
It's red, right?
She's pink. She's pinky red.
Pinky red.
Pinky red, but the one that I got on my 40th birthday from my man, he has surprised me with it's a vintage PV Palladium, and her name's Mary Poppins because she's literally practically perfect in every way. So
right.
It's guitars.
I love it.
Yeah.
I don't actually remember a lot of what I got on my birthdays.
Because I buy you junk.
Well,
because I get her crap.
It's usually because I go on trips.
Yeah, she's more of a trip
so
person
I'm a trip
instead
type
of a
gal.
gift person. Last birthday, we went to the Gaylord, Texas.
Yes, we did, and y'all gave me the gift of an afternoon nap after too much rum. So that was a fantastic gift.
It's a good gift.
Yeah, that was good fun. Yeah, so I'm more of a trip person, and I think my last birthday that was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. We floated the lazy river at the Gaylord, and
with all
we
these
drank.
Kids, and we were drunk. I'm sorry.
It was so much fun.
I had to go and throw up in the bushes.
She did throw up. Very
it was
classy.
Horrible.
Alyssa, that was so classy of you.
I love it. Well, here we got,
good God.
Ladies, we've got birthdays, people that were born on this date today.
Love it.
A lot of them are dead, but we do them anyway. 1910, the late, great Dorothy Lamar. Remember the actress, 1932, Jack Klugman, actor, was born. Okay. Richard Sturban of the Oak Ridge Boys was born on this date in 43. Shirley MacLaine was born in 44.
Love her.
Barbara Streisand in 61.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Barbara.
I've got to say this. I thought she was older than that. 61, that would make her a lot younger than me.
She was in 19...
Are you sure that's right, Mike?
61.
Mike's not listening to me over here.
01.
Are you sure Barbara Streisand was born in 61? It's got to be earlier than that.
Yeah,
okay, cross that one out. Happy birthday goes out to Cedric, the entertainer was born in 68. Kelly Clarkson was born in 82. She's a youngster.
So she's my age.
And Jessica Alba was born in 1984. We got some local birthdays. Want to say happy birthday here. Let's punch them up here on the old phone. Happy birthday to my friend Sonia Lee. Sonia and I have been friends for many years. Happy birthday, Sonia. Christina Dominguez having a birthday. Jeremiah Chapman. Jeremiah is turning 39. Sharon Hitt having a birthday. Leah Hodges, happy birthday. Clint Miner turning 29 years old. Nikki Jo Barnett Hodges. That's a mouthful. I hate to write that signature every day. Turning 53. Kevin Welsh is turning 45. Margie Holscher, 62 years old. Thomas Parham is 47. Pam Heitmiller, 66 years old. Suzanne Blanchard, happy birthday to you. Taylor Campbell is 36. Have a great day. It's your day. Enjoy your day.
Happy birthday.
Do y'all do a special birthday ever?
Oh,
Do you have your own version of happy birthday?
We have an addendum to happy birthday.
Yeah.
Like a Mexican restaurant, happy birthday. Da, 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 da.
So we do the regular happy birthday. Do you want to do it, Liz? Should we do it?
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going to do it?
Sure, why not?
Oh, okay.
'Cause it's their birthdays.
I love it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Barbara
Streisand. Happy birthday to you. We hope you get some. We hope you get some. We hope you get some cake and ice cream.
You pervs.
We hope you get some.
Yeah.
That's
I love it.
Our birthday song.
I've inappropriately sung that at a
To a
couple
lot
of
of
places. I made a mom mad once. I didn't mean to. He was 17. I was like, ice cream,
We said
man.
cake and ice cream.
That's great. Yeah, as soon as I saw that about Barbara Streisand 61, that just didn't seem right. God, I think 1861.
She looks
no, I don't
really
think it's that
for her
old.
age.
Hey, so girls, ladies, I do real estate with Waco Real Estate, and we always like to talk about something that we've got for sale. And it just happens that this morning's home is in Waxahachie.
Nice.
Okay.
My friend Marlena has a beautiful home, and we're going to try to do a little picture up on the screen here. There it is. It's a gorgeous home. It is a little over 3,200 square feet, just over 1 acre of land. It is a 4-bedroom home. It is beautiful. I believe it's about, I don't see the note here, but I think it's about 3 or 4 years old. So pretty new in Waxahachie. And anyway, that's about it. Gorgeous house. If you like the look of this house, if you like give us a reason why somebody would want to move to Waxahachie.
It is an up-and-coming suburban area, but it's not too crowded yet. It's got a lot of newer places coming in. We're
Downtown's
growing.
pretty neat.
Downtown is super awesome. The live local music scene is thriving.
Yes.
Hey, and they can hang out with you.
Yeah, the schools.
Obviously,
schools
that's
are
the
top
best.
notch.
We were saving that the
For
whole getting
last.
to hang out with
Yeah.
us for last.
Yeah. Now, over in that area, maybe all the way over to Red Oak or wherever it might be, are there little places that you can play or go to for cocktails and enjoy live music?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And we're growing too. So there's
New places
opening up.
There's a
that-
couple of great patios in the north part of Waxahachie because I'm a patio person.
Yeah.
If it's not a patio, I don't want it.
Yeah.
And
out
there's
at like Fish City Grill.
Yeah, Fish
and,
City Grill, Cancun's.
Cancun's.
There's a rooftop bar right there at Mi Casa.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's a lot of really neat stuff in Waxahachie to do.
Railport Brewing. That's my main go-to.
Yeah,
I go every
Railport's cool.
Wednesday because their honey hush beer is the most delicious thing you've ever had.
Of course, a great school district because they educated two you lovely ladies over here, right?
I done graduated and everything.
I can
read and
cipher.
write.
I'm going to be a double knot spy. All right, Calamity Janes are here from Waxahachie. We'll get more music. We'll take a short break, and then we'll come back. We're going to check in with sports, see what's going on with the Pete Sousa Show. So stick around. Brought to you by Waco Realtors, the Eastland Group, and also my friends at Be Kind Coffee, Jack of all trades, employment services, Mike's Car Care. We'll be back right after this.
Are you ready to take your real estate career to the next level? Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting started, Weichert Realtors, the Eastland Group, is the place for you. At Weichert, we provide cutting-edge technology, personalized coaching and training, proven systems to help you succeed, all in a positive, drama-free atmosphere. Our team is more than just a real estate brokerage. We're a family dedicated to growth, support, and real results. Call us today to schedule a meeting or visit theeastlandgroup.com to learn more.
Get paid faster with Bill, the easiest way to send, receive, and manage your payments. No more delays, no more hassle. Whether you're a freelancer or a business, Bill makes payments seamless and secure, simple, fast, and reliable. Sign up today at Bill.com. Overwhelmed by your inbox? Clean Email is here to help. Organize, clean, and manage your emails with powerful automation tools. Say goodbye to spam and clutter and enjoy a stress-free inbox. Try Clean Email today at cleanemail.com. That's CLEAN email.com. Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Combine that with OrganicHemp.com's top quality CBD for ultimate balance. Start your healing journey today at GlobalHealing.com and OrganicHemp.com. Unlock a world of convenience with Mully Box, your one-stop solution for personalized subscription boxes delivered right to your door. Each box is tailored to your tastes. Experience the joy of surprises. Subscribe today at mullybox.com. That's MULLYBOX.com. At Tusain's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Committed to excellence, we adopt a user-centric approach guided by ergonomics and medical science. With a team of seasoned professionals in R&D, design, and manufacturing, we prioritize quality across our entire product line. Visit Tusains.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
At Open Goal USA, we're revolutionizing training for both soccer and lacrosse with our innovative portable rebounders. Perfect for players of all ages and skill levels, our rebounders improve accuracy, control, and technique in both sports. Built with premium materials for durability and ease of use, they're ideal for training anywhere, anytime. Whether you're perfecting your soccer game or sharpening your lacrosse skills, Open Goal USA has you covered. Visit OpenGoAAALUSA.com and elevate your training today.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com.
Introducing Muck-Off's classic pink bike cleaner, powered by revolutionary nanotechnology that breaks down dirt and grime on a microscopic level while protecting your bike's delicate finish. Developed by our mad developer Alex and tested by riders, our products are made by riders for riders. Discover more at us.muc-off.com, where we break the mold to bring you the best in bike care.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Back live, Backyard Bar Stage Girl. I was talking with the girls from Calamity Janes, and I was telling them I was on a podcast last night that had been booked since January, and I really didn't know a lot about what to expect. Zach is with us now from over at Sousa Show, and little what's the kiddo's name?
Jack.
That's it. because we want it to be really close, right? So we can remember.
Exactly. We want to confuse us as much as possible.
Anyway, last night was the show. Booked it in January. Did the show last night. It's from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's called Blow Your Brains Out. And I had no clue what to expect. It turns out it's a heavy metal show. And they had a band called Anti-Rad.
Okay.
And they had a singer with a band live, same time I was on, from Germany, from Munich, Germany.
Okay.
And it was 4 a.m. Now, I like to have a cocktail.
Mm-hmm. Who doesn't? Understandable.
In Germany, live, it was 4 a.m., and he was drinking whiskey straight out of the bottle.
Ooh.
Yeah, hardcore, heavy metal guy. But it was a crazy time. You know, I'm talking about radio, country music radio, and our golf tournament and this, and they're talking about smoking weed, drinking, and rocking their heads off, you know, kind of things. Anyway, hey, we got Zach over here, and we're talking Pete Sousa's show. What was the final thoughts yesterday was talking with the lawyer guy?
Yeah. No, just talking about just the landscape of college sports in general and how everything's kind of changed with the whole NIL. And the topic kind of is going to continue again today, having on Paul Biancardi, ESPN college basketball analyst, to talk some more about that. And we'll just kind of dive in, because what we're seeing a lot this offseason, and we've seen it with some of the Baylor players too, is in the NIL, you know, depending on how much money you can get, these players are just jumping from school to school to school. And it's obviously something we haven't seen before, and there's a lot of nuances to it. So, you know, just kind of explaining all that and understanding how all of it works, and then also trying to understand of how, okay, this player can, you know, have a deal with this team and then leave and then go have a deal with this team.
Sure.
You know, there's so much that goes into it that I thought that honestly, you know, we wouldn't have to deal with as part of college athletics, but yet, you know, 2025, here we are.
Yeah. They're talking, I saw yesterday on Facebook, YouTube, something like that. It was talking about a kind of like a no trade clause. You have to be there to fulfill your contract X number of years, and then there's like a salary cap. Got to put a salary cap on it. But you know, I don't know who it was that coined the phrase the other day. It's like the Wild West right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. I mean, there is colleges that have general managers for their sports programs, which seems so baffling to me that they're hiring people for college general managers. But I mean, like you said, it's the Wild West, and it's just the way that it seems like the college landscape's going to go. Aside from that, today, NFL draft tonight. I know we figured out that it's going to be in Green Bay. So every mock draft, everything I've seen, has the Cowboys taking a wide receiver. If not, probably somebody on the offensive line. I know everybody keeps thinking if Shedeur Sanders is there that it might be too tempting for Jerry. I think that he'll be able to control himself and probably not take Shedeur, no matter how tempting it is. And the thought of having Deion Sun on the team and maybe set up your potential coach, I don't think we're going to get anything too crazy. So more NBA playoffs, just, you know, we're kind of in the full swing of things here on the show.
How far down are the Cowboys to
They're
pick?
12th is where they pick tonight.
All right, who's number one?
Number one is the Titans, and I can tell you, I'm pretty sure Cam Ward is going to end up being our number one overall pick.
Yeah. You know, they're in the midst of building a brand new stadium right next to the old one. And so I think good things are going to happen there in Nashville. So that could be good.
As a Texans fan, I hope not, Zach. I'm just going to be honest. I hope that they continue just to do bad. I wish nothing, no ill will against any of the players or their careers. I'm not like that. But if the team wants to struggle, that's completely fine with me.
Yeah.
I was an Oilers fan. They left. I'm a Texans fan now. Good riddance.
You know, I don't know why. You don't know where I came. I thought you said Titans.
Yeah, no, I did. Titans.
Oh, you did? Okay. You did say Titans. That's right. Hello. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. But, I think there's good things ahead for Nashville and new stadium, new people and all that. And so you have daddy duty this morning?
Yes, sir, I do. And we're fighting a nap, but yet we're very interested to see what's going on in the show. So we are keeping our eyes open enough just to at least stay up for this, and then we're probably about to pass out.
You know, the funny thing is Mike over here off camera, his head is bobbing and weaving just like the babies there. He's ready for a nap.
Oh, I'll have conversations with Mike sometimes, and I'll have to like just go and just like shake just to make sure.
I love it. All right, man. Good talking to you. Good seeing both of y'all. Have a great show today.
Have a good one.
Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Zach and the baby from the Pete Sousa Show. That would be a great TV show, Zach and the baby. Anyway, Pete Sousa Show comes up after my show, Talking Sports. They'll do that after 10 o'clock. Calamity Jane's the musical guest today from Waxahachie, right up I-35.
Didn't take us long to get here. It's my favorite kind.
I have to say that, Waxahachie is a pretty good drive. It's not that far. But about 2 months ago, I had a young lady drive down from north of Tulsa, Oklahoma, to be on the show and turned around and drove right back. I said, that is a commitment there.
Yes, that is.
That is. You go,
Man.
girl.
Good on her, though. She likes to road dog. I commiserate with that.
That's right. All right, ladies, let's do another song for us.
All right, we're going to do probably the second nicest song we've ever written. I normally write about drinking and leaving and burning things down, but this song is called Be My Baby, and I say it's about a bottle of chocolate wine. Alyssa says it's about other things.
I don't know. It's about wine.
It's about wub. It's about wub. Wub. All is well. The world's still spinning. There's water in the well. Come and see. Fish in the river. I'll make you dinner. Gas in the tank. Glide and reel in. Come along with me. We got leaves on the trees, flowers for the bees, honey for the bears, more than enough to share. I can't think of a single thing wrong. Why can't you be my baby? Sure. Why can't you be my baby? Take my hand. Let's just try it. Jump right in. The water's fine. Well, let's just float a Jack and a Coke down this river. No hurry. Come along with me. Come on. We got leaves on the trees, flowers for the bees, honey for the bears, more than enough to share. I can't think of a single thing wrong. Why can't you be my baby? Why can't you be my baby? Ooh. Holding hands, kissing, dancing in the kitchen. Date night, moonlight, talking after midnight. Sunday morning, gotta go to church. Say I love you, baby, I love you more. Love you more, yeah, yeah. Ooh. Ooh. We got leaves on the trees, flowers for the bees, honey for the bears, more than enough to share. I can't think of a single thing wrong. Why can't you be my baby? Why can't you be my baby?
Woo!
Thank you.
All right, if I was to go out, are y'all in a car, truck, SUV?
We're in an SUV.
Okay, if I go out there and turn it on, what are we going to hear? What do you like to listen to?
Well, right at this moment, you will hear our warm-up music from this morning, which was the Miranda Lambert, that kind of vein of music. But earlier this morning, you would have heard rap old school rap because that's what popped on when I got into my car.
Right.
I've got so much stuff.
Yeah, she has a very eclectic taste in music. If you got into my car, you'd hear like System of a Down or I don't know, angry driving music because I didn't even really listen to country
Angry Dragon music
per se until we started playing it. I was always more into the rock thing. So
she got beat up in a mosh pit one time.
Oh yeah.
Now, do you find that y'all agree on a lot of things, or you always go in the opposite way?
We agree on a lot of things most of the time, but when we disagree, it is a hard disagreement. Like it's tough to come to a resolution when there is a disagreement because we're both very stubborn and we're both very headstrong and what we think.
Other people don't know what to do when we get into a disagreement. They're like, nope.
Tanner Lane's like, y'all are too sistery. I'm like, oh, good God.
He's like, y'all are talking at the same time. How do you hear each other? And it's like, well, I'm hearing her.
Sometimes but most of the time we pretty much agree on quite a bit.
Yeah, we don't argue. I mean,
we don't argue.
I was going to say we don't argue very much, but then I was like, wait, I had to backtrack a bit on that.
Yeah.
We don't really, though, truly, she's my best friend, so
there you go.
It's not like I have a lot to say that's bad, or against, like we hang out a lot. So
yeah, we're together a lot. So my mom's like, get along.
And do y'all do, I guess maybe as the band, social media, y'all do separate individual or just all by the band?
We have our own individual ones that are more kind of our private life, but I don't have anything else other than music that I love as much. So
she really is.
I do the social media stuff.
She does all the social media stuff because I'm not.
And how can people keep up with you? What's the best way?
All of our stuff is under TX Calamity Janes with an S on the end. And it's that's our Twitter, no, not Twitter,
Facebook,
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the things. And then our website is txcalamityjanes.com. We just streamlined everything so that no matter if you always look up TX Calamity Janes, you'll find us.
And for $1.99, I'll tell you their OnlyFans page too. It's a whole different thing, man.
I wish I had OnlyFans money.
Oh gosh! All right, ladies. So coming up in May. I always tell people that I'm the worst golfer in the world that has a golf tournament named after him. And so Jim, my partner Jim, who passed away, we have had this golf tournament forever. Well, our 32nd annual golf tournament is coming up May 16th and 17th. It's going to be at Cottonwood Creek Golf Course. And all the money raised goes to the Chris Kyle, the movie American Sniper. Chris Kyle's family, mom, dad, brother live here. And we give all the money to their charity. It's called the American Valor Foundation. Yes. All the money goes to active and retired military and first responders. And we give a hefty check every year to these fine folks. But we have a fun time. You enter a team of 4. It's $800 to enter. Here's what you get.
Okay.
Friday night party, open bar, food, music, fun times for 8 people. So you get to bring your wife or girlfriend. You can't bring both. I'm sorry that we've had problems with that in the past. Then on Saturday, we have a team of 4. And what makes it really cool, girls, is that the team of 4, we will pair them with a active military, retired military. You could play with a general. You could play with a retired colonel, a sheriff, a police officer. And that's the people we call our heroes. That's thus the name Zack and Jim All-American Heroes Golf Tournament. So anyway, if you would like to play, we would love for you to sign up. If not, you want to play for free, well, on the screen right now is a QR code. Scan that. Enter to win a team of 4 and 8 party tickets. We'll draw on May 7th, the big winner. So do that QR scope. There you go.
I'm like, can I scan it after we're done?
Absolutely, you can.
I'm a horrendous golfer, but that sounds like a great time. My first husband was in the military, and he lost his best friend in Afghanistan. His best friend and his dog were.
It's a great time. We have a huge American flag that we fly above the party and all day. Every hole on the flag stick has an American flag on it. It's a great tournament and have a lot of great sponsors. But anyway, that's coming up May 16th and 17th. And also, we still continue, even though Jim has passed away, I continue the Zack and Jim Travel Club. We take people on trips. And we wrapped up trip number 44 last September. We took about 90 people to Switzerland, Austria, and we wrapped it up in Munich for Oktoberfest.
Nice.
That was crazy.
I bet that's amazing.
Oh, it was so amazing. Coming up in July, the end of July and August, trip 45, we've sold it out. We're taking about 75 people to a 15-day vacation cruise, all of Greece, the Greek islands, Croatia, Montenegro, and we'll end in one of my favorite cities, Venice, Italy, 15 days. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on alert. Trip 46, we just announced it. May 11th of 2026, so 1 year from now, 7 days in a beautiful new resort in Turks and Caicos on the white sand beach. So get ready for that trip. We'll have more details coming up the end of June. All right, Calamity Jane's here. They've done a great job, incredible harmony, great job on the guitar. They're going to play us out with their last song. Anything y'all want to mention before we wrap it up here, where you're going to be, or any gigs coming up? Or
tonight we're down in Hamilton at Crossfire Steakhouse.
Circle T Arena.
Yeah, Circle T Arena. We're playing there. And then on Saturday, I'm going to be at Greenwood Saloon. I'm doing a little solo show because she's going to be enjoying Acid Bath in New Orleans. And then
excited.
On our website, we have our tour schedule. We're touring pretty heavily this summer, all the way up to Michigan and all the way Kansas and out into out west too. So we're getting pretty busy. So we also have a radio single on the charts right now. It's called "Rollin' On," and that's doing pretty well for us. So.
Just don't make us come bail you out of New Orleans, okay?
No. My last time we went, my husband had to piggyback me like a mile and a half back to the hotel because I got drunk at noon off one of those grenade things, and he was like, "You're not doing that again." And I was like, "I'm not doing that again."
I love it.
So.
All right. Hey, I miss you, Jim. Calamity Jane's going to play us out. Ladies, thank you so very much for coming over.
Thank you for having us.
You're the best. Take it out.
You're the best.
All right. This is called Tangled Hearts.
She met her on the street. She knew right where she'd be. Ooh, she'd fallen there before. Picture frames and shattered glass all over the house. Pile of burning memories on the ground. That diamond on her wedding band. A loaded pistol in the other hand. What's done in the dark will find the light. The good book says an eye for an eye. You drew first blood, but I get the last word. Ooh, tonight it's a life for a life. I gave you my life, to death do us part. She never thought it'd go this far. Three tangled hearts, finger on the trigger. Ooh, mama's got a dead eye. That time. What's done in the dark worth. Ooh, tonight it's a life for a life. Ooh, tonight it's a life for a life. Yeah, I know it is. Ooh, tonight it's a life for a life.
That's Alyssa on the bass, playing it like a lead guitar. Thanks, y'all.
Keep the music playing.